Weights and Downer. You or someone you know has lost the ability to earn a living because someone put the company interests before their well-being. In times like these, there's one firm who has handled hundreds of catastrophic and lost earning cases. Before you settle fast with a company's attorney, give Weights and Downer a call. 985-876-0870. Weights and Downer. Let us fight for your rights.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to a very special Bayou time honoring the veterans who made such a big sacrifice in allowing us to have jobs and positions and to love America. And certainly, they paved the way for us to be here. Well, one of those who paved the way is Judge Glynn Voisin. He was the guest speaker at Houma Christian. They celebrated Veterans Day and have allowed us to use some of their website to show you some of the activities they shared with the public.
Well, it's an absolute high honor and distinct privilege for me to be here with you today on this special occasion, Veterans Day 2024. We are here today to remember and to honor our veterans for their sacrifices that they have made and the courage that they have exhibited in defending our great nation. We're here today to remember our heroes, and most of them are sitting on the front rows here, for their achievements, their courage, their dedication, and to say thank you for their sacrifices. Thinking of the heroes that are here with us today, here at Houma Christian School, and those who are here today in spirit only, I cannot help but feel overwhelmed by the significance of this occasion. We stand in the midst of loyal, dedicated, and heroic patriots who are willing to put their lives on the line for us and the family and friends of those who served us so honorably. Today we come together respectfully to remember and to honor our American heroes, who I call the backbone of America. We come together to remember and to honor all veterans, as mentioned right here, honoring all veterans who served, those who have served on active duty, those who have served on reserve duty, and those who are retired. To those who have been called peacekeepers, and to those who have been called peacemakers, to those who have served in times of peace, and to those who have served in times of war, to all of our American veterans, today we say we remember you and we honor you, and today we thank you for a job well done. At this time, I would like to ask the veterans who are with us here today to please stand and be recognized. Thank you, and thank you. Thank you for answering that call to duty. You have made our armed forces the most respected in the world. And now I would like to ask family members of the veterans to please stand and be recognized. Family members. We know that you have had some difficult times and have often taken the heavy load to keep the home fires burning. Thank you for what you have done. Veterans Day, originally called Armistice Day, was originally designated as a day to celebrate the end of World War I. The First World War ended November 11th, 1918, 106 years ago, and the legislation that created Veterans Day was, and I quote, dedicated to the cause of world peace and to be hereafter celebrated and known as Armistice Day. And as time went on, and we engaged in further wars and conflicts, World War II in Korea, Veterans Group lobbied for a change. Rather than honoring the armistice and only those who served in World War I, The holiday would now remember and honor all veterans from all wars and all conflicts that the United States was involved. We have remembered and honored our own forces, their service, and their sacrifice ever since. The veterans who have served our great nation over the years have formed bonds like links in a chain. These bonds, their honorable service together across generations in this chain of sacrifice, is not only for a common cause, that is our country's cause for freedom, but is also a spirit that is captured in the verse from the book of Isaiah. When I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Who shall I send, and who will go for us?" And Isaiah said, "Here I am, send me, Lord." That is what we remember today. That is what we honor today. That send me spirit that says, send me no matter the mission. Send me no matter the cost. Send me no matter the risk. Send me no matter how great the sacrifice I'm called upon to make. These veterans have answered that call. Let us never forget, it is the veterans, not the preachers, who defends our freedom of religion. It is the veterans, not the reporters, who defends our freedom of press. It is the veterans and not the poet who defends our freedom of speech. It is the veterans, not the campus organizers, who defends our freedom to assembly. It is the veteran and not the lawyers who defends our right to a fair trial. It is the veteran and not the politician who defends our right to vote. Yes, it is the veteran who serves under the flag, who salutes the flag, and who in the end, his coffin and her coffin is draped with the flag. These are the people we remember today. These are the people we honor today. The veterans that we remember and honor today came from all walks of life, but they shared several fundamental qualities. They possessed courage, pride, determination, selflessness, dedication to duty, and integrity. All qualities needed to serve in a cause much larger than themselves. Many of them did not ask to leave their homes to fight in distant battlefields. Many did not even volunteer. They did not go to war because they loved fighting. They were called upon to be part of something much bigger than themselves. They were ordinary people who responded in extraordinary ways in extreme circumstances. They rose to our nation's call to duty because they wanted to defend our great nation, which has given them, which has given us so much. All gave some gave all. Since the first shots were fired in Lexington, Concord, and our Revolutionary War began, American men and women have been answering our nation's call to duty. Millions of Americans have fought and died in battlefields here and abroad to defend our freedoms and our way of life. They follow in footsteps of generations of fine Americans. Today, our armed forces continue to put their lives on the line for us, and some are making the ultimate sacrifice. And even as we lose some of our courageous warriors today, more Americans step forward and say, "Send me." We have awarded many medals to many soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Coast Guardsmen, added their names to monuments, and named buildings for them to honor them for their bravery. But nothing can ever replace the hole left behind by a fallen veteran, and no number of medals or ribbons can ever comfort the ones left behind. Today, people throughout our country will gather together to remember and to honor and to pay gratitude to those who have served our great nation. Our gathering is an integral spark in that flame of pride that burns across our nation today. It is a way that we can remember and we can honor those who have made the tremendous sacrifices so that we can live in freedom. Your presence here today and that of the people gathering across America is a tribute to those and their families. It is a significant way for us to say we remember you, we honor you, and we will never forget you. From the veterans who shivered and starved through the winter in Valley Forge, to those who were in the muddy trenches in France, to those who patrolled the hot and hazy jungles of Vietnam, and to the men and women who patrol the mountains of Afghanistan, we remember you, we honor you all. Our collective voices say thank you, we remember you, we honor you, and we will never forget you. In closing, when I think of our veterans, I think of the following quote from President John F. Kennedy, who was a veteran, from John F. Kennedy's inaugural address in 1961, when he proclaimed, "The world is very different now. For man holds in his mortal hands the power to abolish all forms of human poverty and all forms of human life." Yet, that same revolutionary belief for which our forefathers fought are still at issue around the globe. The belief that the rights of man come not from the generosity of the state, but from the very hand of God. We dare not forget that we are the heirs of that first revolution. Let the word go forth from this time and this place to friend and foe alike that the torch has been passed to a new generation of Americans, born in this century, tempered by war, disciplined by a hard and bitter peace, proud of our ancient heritage, and unwilling to permit or witness the slow undoing of those human rights to which this nation has always been committed, and to which we are committed today at home and around the world. Let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price. We will bear any burden, we will meet any hardship, we will support any friend and oppose any foe in order to assure the survival and success of liberty. Ladies and gentlemen, the veterans who are here today and those who are here in spirit only, our veterans have and continue to pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe in order to assure our nation's survival and the success of our liberties and our freedoms. And to that, today we say thank you. And now what I would like to do is have the veterans remain seated, and let's all those in attendance right now give them a standing ovation for their honor. Thanks again for the invitation to be here with you today on this extremely important occasion, Veterans Day. And may God bless you. May God bless your family. May God bless Houma Christian School. May God bless our armed forces, and may God bless you.
Thanks to Judge Glynn Voisin for that great message. We appreciate his patriotism. He's always gone around and sharing his duty, and what he thought was his duty as an American, and it's good for youngsters to hear that message. So thanks to Judge Glynn Voisin for that great message. We'll take a break. A lot more honoring the veterans on Veterans Day right here on HTV.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bourke, Know your rights.